Well, hi there, Sagittarius. Welcome to Private Readings. I'm Lady J, and I'm here to talk to you about October. October is going to have 5 weeks in it, and this is going to be super different than normal, all right? I am so excited to share with you a new layout that is based on the astrological charts. We're talking about the 12 houses, and I'm going to use the tarot cards to explain where you are, what's blocking you, what your solution is in each of those houses for each of those weeks. So this might be a little bit longer than average. And if you don't have time for the whole tamale, you can just fast forward, use a little, but I don't know how to do chapters yet. So you can just run it on over until you get to the full layout of the first layer of cards, and then you'll know that you have reached that place where we're going in depth on the first week. Okay, so I appreciate all of you so much. This is going to be exciting. Let's go ahead and look at what's going on, all right? I will explain all of the messages from my better angels and guides while I lay out the cards, okay? So here we are. Oh, we're going to light a candle for you. We have the love card, the love candle. There we go. It's got geranium and ylang ylang in it. If you could only smell this, baby. It's good. I like it. Without burning nose hairs, we'll move on. All right. So let's go ahead and lay out the cards. This deck here is the Transient Light Tarot. It's kind of fun. I like the imagery on it. It's different than average. And we are, I was going to tell you about my better angels are talking, and they want you to know that we all need to step up to the plate. We also need to kind of go with the changes, embrace the changes that are happening. There are a lot of changes happening for everybody, and the sooner we embrace what's happening and get on with it, the better, right? We really want to be in a position where we're doing good stuff, we're having a good time, and everything gets good. This particular deck has interesting cards, a few extra cards in the deck. Past, present, and future will show up. And in the given area of your life that we're talking about, it will make sense in some way, and we'll talk about it when it shows up. So, fun. Now, I'm going to go right on ahead and read this particular week, and then we'll lay on the next week. All these 5 decks are going to be 1 deck per week, okay? So that's kind of cool. So we'll go in depth with this at the very end of the reading, but let's get into what's happening for you, Sagittarius, this particular week. All right. So also we want to make sure that we're all getting organized, okay? And that we stay organized by writing things down. Checklists are going to be very helpful to us all. So very cool stuff happening. Embrace your family. It's good. Okay. So this area, this department, I'm going to call them departments more likely than houses, but we're talking about the self. What is going on with you personally in your head? What's happening with you? The Ten of Swords, you are trying to take control back. You are stepping into your power. You are feeling very clear about who you are and what you want to be and what you want to do. Super cool. Love that very much. It's getting very good. Excellent. So we'll move right over to the money department. This is the area where what's going on with your finances, right? The Three of Wands. The Three of Wands, you're remembering lessons from your past about how you used your money, and if you made it work well for you, or maybe not so much. You're also discovering that you're like, okay. You may even discover you have things you want to learn in that mix. So we're going to take all that information and apply it to what we're doing right now so that we don't repeat old behaviors and we stay on top of it, okay? Now then we're going to talk about what's going on here in the communication department, all right? And in communication, we have the Six of Pentacles. So there's going to be an opportunity for you to, number one, you have enough money to take care of what you want to take care of, but you're also being asked maybe for a loan or for some help financially. There's part of you that's definitely going to want to. I'm going to suggest, as I like to, that you check your closets and you check your garage, and maybe you have something physical that will help them with their problem so that you don't actually have to give pure cash. I'm not saying they aren't worth the loan. I'm just saying it's always a good choice to start there. Look for something that you can offer that will help the solution with the solution. I mean, maybe you have something in your garage they could sell, and then they'd have the extra money they need. You know, it could be easier for you instead of giving actual cash. Remembering those lessons, right? Okay, we're going to go on over and talk about family. This is the family department. And in the family department, we have some karma we're working through. So maybe this is part of why that money stuff is all coming up like it is. Somebody needs a loan, da 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 da. How did we handle it in the past? Blah, 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 blah. And here we are working through that karma, trying to figure out how we can circumnavigate it, because this has come up before and before and before, and because you have a lesson. You've learned lessons about this. You know what to expect. You know what to expect. So don't do the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result, okay? This is good karma. You're working through. You want to have good karma. You think that there's two versions. One is, oh, I get good karma every time I give money away. Or I get bad karma if I withhold money. Or maybe it's actually the relationship with the person that is the karma, because now if you keep helping them and they keep needing help, there's an issue. So pay attention to what that is and how that's going to be, and we will work towards the next possible situation, which is this card. We're talking about your passions. What are you passionate about? This card is fun because from way down here, it looks like a cupcake. But when you get up close to it, it's the Five of Swords. And it's talking actually about how taking your power back in a situation with the thing that you're feeling passionate about is going to help you a lot. Okay, so this could be that you need to reclaim your power in a situation. You've delegated something to someone, and now you need to take that delegation back. But you don't want to crush your little spirit. You're going to say, oh, hey, Bob over there needs a little help. Why don't you go help Bob? He's going to go, but I can't do the thing I do for you. And you say, oh, that's okay, I got it. No to worry. Go help Bob. Bob needs help all the time. And presto changeo, you've sent him off with worth and value to be of assistance because he has special skills only he can do for Bob. Perfect. This is good news. We like to break them through that situation in as gently as we can, okay? And now we have the Nine of Cups showing up in the work health department. Your health is going really great. You are taking good care of yourself. Your wishes are being fulfilled. If you've been losing that, working on those extra pounds, they're going, and you are having a good time with it. That's nice. Good for you. And now in your work department, equally, your wishes are being fulfilled. I feel like there's more people showing up, and the word is getting out, so people are coming to you, and you don't have to work so hard on advertising and making things happen. Things are starting to happen just on their own. Love that. Very good. Let us now talk about the marriage and relationship, marriage and relationship department. We have the Emperor. And the Emperor here is talking about how you are definitely in a situation where there's a strong foundation being built for you in your relationships. So you're feeling confident, you're feeling comfortable. Breathe. Thank you, Sagittarius. We need to take a deep breath and appreciate the fact that we are feeling stable. We're not feeling upset about anything. This is good news. Perfect. Now we're going to talk about the death and release department. This doesn't mean death. It just means what we need to let go of so we can grow, right? We have the Knight of Wands. You are fighting for your ideas. This could be you fighting for your ideas about what you want to get rid of, or fighting for your ideas of what you don't want to get rid of, because you're bucking the system here. So we'll find out more when we see what's blocking you, what your solution is. But yeah, you might be bucking the system. Now, in the travel, this is the travel/movement department. You are planning something for the future. You've got a big idea about what you want to do. You're thinking about the future. You are considering big ideas. Very cool. I love it. You're going to want to write things down, Google the crap out of it, figure out where you want to go, what you want to see. Maybe you're planning a big cruise or something like that. That'd be fun. But it's not something you can do this week or this year, so you're working on it for the future. All right. Nice. Now then, we're going to talk about, this is the ambition department. All right, so this is that thing that's like the big cup of coffee every morning. Ugh, I want to get up and have that big cup of coffee, and this is what I want to hit when I finish that coffee. Balancing your finances. The Two of Pentacles is all about getting your finances balanced, so you're excited about making enough money to balance your finances and have everything go really swimmingly. Yay. Very good. Love that. That's a good reason to get up in the morning. Let's talk now about the champion of, we're talking about the Knight of Cups, and this is in the Friends department. So Knight of Cups in the Friends department shows me that you're fighting for your heart's desire with your friends. Your friends are like, hey, let's do this. And you're like, but I really want to do this. Come on. And you're trying to get them on board with what you want to do. So that's interesting. This may or may not go well. We'll find out when we go deeper. But I do want you to know, hey, that's interesting. And that'll be fun when we figure out what you're doing with your friends, all right? This is going to be the unknown department. This is something that is unclear, and oftentimes in these readings so far has shown up to be something that actually has something to do with many areas of instead of just one. So while it's unknown and it's a secret to you anyway, we're talking about temperance. Temperance is all about going with the flow a little bit, right? Let something go, and then more stuff will flow in. Excellent. We want to open up to the flow. Opening up to the flow. So we're opening up to the flow when we're fighting for things. Haha. You want to fight. This is going to be that release department. You might be fighting what needs to naturally go, right? You might be fighting with your friends about what you really want to do, all right? You want to go with the flow in other areas. Remember the Three of Wands and your power. You're definitely wanting to, with the Five of Swords, standing up for your power, but definitely letting things move through in a natural progression. So try and go with the flow, okay? Perfect. So this is what 1 week overview looks like. We're going to go ahead and move on to the next week, which is October 6th through the 12th. This is a different deck. Dun, dun, dun. And yes. So yes, this deck here is going to be the Wild Unknown Tarot. Let's go ahead and lay these out. We're going to be talking about, this is all about the week of the 6th through the 12th. Wow, so many things are happening these days. Sometimes they seem to flow and sometimes they don't. So let us go on ahead and talk about what is going on, Sagittarius, with yourself for this particular week. All right, we have the moon. Your dreams and goals are at issue. You're paying attention to your wants and your wishes and your future and what you need and what you want for the big time picture of what you see in the future. All right, very cool. I like that very much. I see you doing good things, and that's nice. I like that you're thinking about your future as a whole for your personal self, not even about your hobbies, not about work, not about none of that, but you're really getting into who am I going to be in the future. Nice. Your money, haha. There's new information about ways to make more money coming to you. This is good news. We like that very much. You want to pay attention to it and listen to what's being offered. It might be with new technologies or other stuff like that, and it will be worth it to, learn on YouTube how to do that. Haha. It's how I learn things. Let's see. This card here is talking about how in the communication department we have the Nine of Swords, which is showing that you are taking your power back. You're being reminded of ways that you used your power in communication in the past that didn't go over so well, and now you're going to actually approach the situation from a whole new angle. All right? Very good. We like to see that. We like to know that you're going to be empowered in the situation. So yes, you're going to be a very empowered person. That is good news. Now then, we're going to move over to the family department. And in the family department, it looks like there's an opportunity for you to sabotage yourself and make things a little more difficult with your family, okay? So either you might overbook yourself or just not show up or something like that. Something is going to go haywire, and they're going to feel frustrated with you. if you don't pay attention to what you're taking care of, okay? So pay attention to your schedule, write things down, be meticulous, and don't say you'll do something if you really can't, okay? Because we don't want to end up disappointing people and making people unhappy, all right? So that would help you a lot. Work on your scheduling and have good boundaries, all right? Cool. Now then, we're talking about the things that you're feeling passionate about. This is going to be all about your personal passion this week. We have the 5 of Cups, showing that you are indeed remembering experiences you had in the past with your personal passion at this time, and how you've learned lessons, and you want to move forward in a different way, right? So you're going to pay attention to those lessons, all right? But you're definitely moving forward. That's what that horse is all about. Stable movement forward with your personal passions, maybe slower than you were expecting, and maybe slower is better, right? Okay, so we're going to talk now about your work and your health, all right? So you are gathering up your posse, you're getting people together. You're bringing people together right now to move forward in a situation, which is super cool. I feel like you're not going to do it alone. Maybe you're going to have a whole bunch of people you gather up and say, all right, let's go put flyers out all over the doors celebrating my business. Ta-da! Or anyway, you're going to be getting people together, and it's going to be very nice. I like that for you. It's going to be really, really great. Okay? Now this card here is talking about how in, let's see, yes, relationships and marriage, okay? And in relationships and marriage, we're definitely seeing a situation where we need to sort of step into the flow. We need to get into feeling comfortable with where we are and what's going on. Everything was super stable last week, but something here has changed, and we want to, maybe we're creating a new routine within the family or within the group, or relationship. Within your relationship, you're creating a new routine of some sort, and that's going to need you to kind of release something about, you want to let go of some stuff and pick up some other stuff. So it's going to be interesting to see how that schedule changes. This speaks very much to what's happening over here with your family, so be careful and cautious as you work that through, okay? Now we're talking about things you need to let go of. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Release and death are talking about Ace of Pentacles, meaning the gift of finance. We're going to let go of the idea that someone's going to give us a big payout right now, or that we're going to have some free money coming our way. We're going to have to let go of that idea because it's not really happening. So just be aware that you're not in a position to have like this money come out of the clouds for you right now. You're just going to have to work for it, all right? So now in the travel and movement department, you're definitely in a situation where last week we were thinking about the future, and we have the ideas coming into play, right? You're like, okay, so now it's getting clearer. The picture is getting clearer. I see you're wanting to apply a new idea. It's like, okay, we were talking about maybe doing a cruise, but how are we going to get there? Well, what if we do this, this, and this, and you're going to make it a scenic route, right, with many stops, and it's going to be very fun, all right? So, but this is you having a bigger idea and making the original plan even bigger, all right? Super cool. Let's hope everything works out for you. That'll be super great. Now then, this card here is talking about what's going on with your ambition this week, all right? That thing that gets you up in the morning, all right? And it's like a cup of coffee, right? You are fighting for your finances, your worth and value. You're wanting to make sure everybody's paying you what you deserve. You're chasing after bills not paid, okay? Making sure people are paying you. You're not having to, you want to get them all on auto pay and make sure that that money just shows up. It's good, right? Excellent. So the next card over is talking about your friends department. There's going to be a party with your friends. That's super fun and super great. Don't let it get in the way with your family. Just have 2 separate events. That'll be really smart. Okay, just suggestions. Okay, But yeah, there's a party with your friends, and you're going to be digging it, and you're going to have a good time. It's going to be great. Very nice. Now then, what's unknown for you? Let us talk about what the unknown department. This is the Lovers. We're talking about things that are not quite clear for you in some area. There might be something going on here in the relationship department. This card in the unknown is going to be handling other areas, right? Partnerships. You might have partnerships at work, with money, and here talking to people about more money and ways to get more money, right? They're both kind of saying the same thing, and if your partnership is working there. But remember, the communication needs to be clear and understood. Nice. And of course, partnerships with family and what's going on there. Pay attention to what's happening. All right? So that's cool. It's going to play right along and do what it needs to do. So now that we've finished the 6th through the 12th, we're going to move right on to the 13th through the 19th. All right? This deck here is the new Mythic Tarot. I like this deck. It's very cool. It has some old-timey vibes. I think I got it when I was getting ready to go to the Ren Fair and wasn't sure if I wanted to use this one. I wasn't sure they'd let me have purple on deck, so I shied away from this deck because of the purple on the back. Now, that is just the story of this deck. So, but now I still like the imagery. It's cool. Still old-timey enough. Nice. Let us look at what's going on with you personally. You are feeling interesting. You have a wanderlust. You want to get busy. You want to get going. You want to do something. You want to start something. You're feeling fussy and you want to move around. All right. So be prepared for what this could be and which area you're going to be working around in and how that's going to work for you, okay? This is cool. I like that very much. Very nice. Now we have the Eight of Cups showing that in the money department, you're needing to walk away from one version of how you make money to get better at something else, right? So maybe you've been really focused on accepting checks and other forms of payment, and now you need to get into the computerized taking cards method, and that you need to really focus on that because checks bounce or get canceled easily, and these other things just put the money right in your account, and it's kind of cool. So you'll have to learn some stuff, I think, but I think that you're going to need to walk away from an old method of accepting payment. All right. So then now let's talk about your communication. So we were talking about remembering your old methods of how you were empowered in your communication in the past and maybe needed to learn a new way to be empowered. And now you're taking your power back. Okay? This is you taking your power back, saying, okay, I have a new way of doing this. I'm going to do it really well, and I'm going to do it really strong. Boom. You may have delegated some of that communication to someone else because you were like, here, you handle it. And now you're like, okay, now I got to do it. Come on, let me do this. So you are going to handle this on your own now, and that'll be a good thing, okay? Little personal touch will help with what you're doing in the communication situation. That's good. Now, the family, we have the Two of Swords. Two of Swords shows there's a little fear factor going on. Maybe you're not really sure you can handle what you've signed yourself up for, and you're concerned about how things are going. You're like, oh man, I have so much on my plate with work, and I've signed up to do all this. Let me see how I can work this out. You're trying now to work it and make it work for you. All right, so there's stuff happening. There's a lot of things happening here, all right? Now then, remember that there's normally not anything to be afraid of unless you've really seriously overbooked yourself, okay? Now then, this area here, this department here, we're talking about the passion department, the thing that makes you very happy to be alive because you're experiencing new things and doing new things. Yep, there's a doorway opening for you to get busy doing something new, and you're excited about it. You want to do it. You're trying to figure out if you can schedule it in along with your connection to the work stuff and the family stuff. You're trying to find room in your schedule for the thing that you care about, right? So, of course, now we have the Page of Wands in the work department, showing us that, yeah, you are in fact listening up for new ways, new things you have to learn. You were talking about you maybe needing to learn new things so that you can walk away from old things. And that's a good thing. I love it. Perfect. They're talking to each other. Nice. Now, in your health department, you may need to learn a new workout in order to keep moving forward in what you're doing. So that would be fun. All right? Yay. This card here is talking about relationships and marriages and stuff like that. We have the Three of Cups. There will be a celebration within that area. So yeah, we're getting ready to have some good stuff go on. Having a good party within just the few of you, whoever they are. This is great. I like this for you. You're going to have a good time. Appreciate the joy of it all, and don't second guess the opportunity to have a good time. All right. Now then, let's talk about the death and release department. All right, we have an opportunity to start asking some questions. You're a little bit new to this situation. You might have to let go of certain things. You might have to let go of taboos or thoughts or ideas, limiting beliefs that were holding you back in some area about what you want to release. You're like, okay, so someone told me I couldn't possibly get rid of that, so now maybe you can. So as you're doing this, even your thinking could be the thing that's broken. So you want to ask a lot of questions as you're walking into this situation and get more information as you move forward, okay? So as the new information that comes in could negate and release old information that's holding you back, all right? So I feel like what you're releasing is old thinking, and you're getting into some new thinking and learning new stuff. Very cool. It's a fresh new day. Huzzah! Now then, we're going to talk about travel and movement, things that we were talking about, the trip and all this stuff. We are learning or wanting to figure out how to make the money work and how much we need to save per month to make sure this trip goes off without a hitch. And you are definitely considering the possibility of keeping things balanced, but also saving a little extra money to make sure your movement and change is going to work out. Okay? Cool. If you have decided to be moving your house or your work or some other portion of yourself, you're working it out to make sure your finances work. All right? So this is good news. It's going to help your finances, and that's good news. Finally, let's look, well, not finally, but we're going to move on over to the ambition department, which is that cup of coffee in the morning, that thing that gets you up. All right? And we definitely need to know what's driving you. We have the Five of Swords. You are definitely embracing your power. You're picking up your power where you left it, and you're saying, okay, I got this. Hold my beer. I got this, okay? But you're definitely going to be delegating some of the work, so you're not going to make anyone feel like crap in the situation as you take your power back, all right? So you're going to be the empowered one, but you don't want to push people down. See how she's on the ground? That's not cool. So we're not doing that. We're just simply saying, hi, I have the power. I can lift you up. Hold. Take my hand. I can help you. So this is good. I like that very much. Very good. Now on to friends department. All right. And in the friends department, things are falling together. Nice. Things are starting to work out more easily with your friends. You're not feeling overbooked, or you're not feeling like you're going to miss out on all the fun stuff because you've worked it out. You've got your scheduling figured out. You've been working on things. You've been learning things. It's going to be great. I like the learning. You've got learning and learning and learning. So very good. We're learning and releasing. Huzzah. Now then, the Seven of Pentacles is here in the unknown department, okay? It's simply saying you have enough money to take care of whatever you need to take care of in any of these areas. So you're going to have enough money in the money department. You're going to have enough money to take care of with friends, family, health, and travel. So you're going to be taken care of financially. So don't hold yourself back from getting into it, okay? But I do love that the Fool is here saying your head was ready to jump into some new ideas. Very good. It's going to be very helpful to you, and you're going to have to defend it, but you're going to stand up for it, and all the communication is going to go well, and you're taking care of it all yourself. Nice. Good for you, Sagittarius. Let us go ahead and move on to the next week over, which is the 20th through the 26th. Yes, we are going to be using the Magical Nordic Tarot, which is a very cool deck that was given to me by my sister. Shout out to Miss Carol. And I'm going to lay these cards out so we can see what's happening. This deck has a couple of extra cards in it. That doesn't mean that they're not, the artist decided to make additional cards. Not that I think any tarot deck needs additional cards, but this is just what is, and I'm just trying to let you know that some of them could show up during the reading, and that it's kind of fun when they do. All right, so let's go ahead and look at what's going on right now with you personally, right? We're talking about yourself. So for the week of the 20th through the 26th, we have the King of Swords. You are stepping into your power. You are feeling confident. You're feeling powerful and strong, a little unflappable. Now that you've learned some things, you're like, okay, I am ready. Let me hit this world running. It's going to be awesome. So very good. I feel that there's some strong intensity here. For some of you, you might be getting to that place where you're like too rigid. So if you're too rigid, you're not going to be flexible, and flexibility is really important this month. So as we move forward, if you get rigid, things will be harder. You know, that's when bones crack, is when we get rigid. When we get rigid and stuck in a certain situation. So let's go ahead and look at your money department. Yeah, things are starting to roll. You're definitely having the completion of one cycle and you're moving into another. Maybe you're moving away from one payment system to like a whole automated payment system or a computerized payment system. I really like that. We were learning about that and letting go. We were in school last week. And now you're integrating it. So it's very cool. And people are receptive. They like it. Bloop. Yeah, they like it. So definitely looking at the communication department. We have that Nine of Swords again. That's interesting. You got the Nine of Swords the week before last. You're going to need to be the empowered person, handling your communications carefully, but definitely on your own, remembering how you handled your power in the past while you were communicating and not overstepping, right? Don't ruin it again, but definitely step up and do that thing, all right? Now then, we're going to talk about your family. Okay, so with all the things that are happening in your world, you're going to need to stand up and be a little stronger with who you are and what you're bringing to the table. Your schedule is going to change, I see. I feel like as this thing gets going, you're like, okay, my schedule is changing. I have less time with the family, and that's going to be what it is. You're going to need to stand up and say, this is what I can do, and that's about all I can do. But be open to it and be ready, okay? You're going to have to hold the line for yourself. For some of you, this will be somebody else who's coming into the world, your world in the family, and saying, this is all we have for you. Sorry. They're going to be very particular about what they want and what they need and nothing else. So it's going to get a little nuts. Either way, you're either creating a power struggle or they're creating a power struggle, okay? Be aware of it and hang on, okay? Now then, we're going to talk about the passion department. What is your passion in life? What do you care about the most in life? We had a door open last week, and now we are fighting for what we love, okay? So we're fighting to have a little time to do the thing that we love, even as we just got super busy. I feel like you got super busy and things are getting a little nuts. But here's what's cool. When we talk about your job, your dreams and goals are coming into sight. Okay, you are definitely stepping into your dreams and goals. So if you step into this, this is great. The hardest part is in the beginning, when everything is a little wacky and you have to do everything yourself. But when you get through this wacky part and you end up with enough work, you can actually hire other people, and then presto changeo, you don't have to do everything yourself. Huzzah! But yes, your dreams and goals are starting to come into view. And when it comes to your personal health, Indeed, the scale is saying really nice things lately. You're doing really well. Hopefully it's not due to stress and you're just not eating, okay? I can see that being one of the possibilities, but definitely you are reaching your goals. So take good care of yourself, maintain that physical fitness. It'll help reduce your stress, and then everything is going to work out nicely. All right, now we have the Page of Pentacles showing up in the relationship/marriage department. New information about ways to make more money, yes, which is in relationships, it's more about finding out ways and means to create more personal confidence, right? We want you to have more confidence, more worth and value within your relationship. So you're upping your worth and value in your relationship. You found out a way to maybe do that. For some of you, it's going to be as simple as getting your hair colored. For others, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. You're going to have to work on your personal self a little bit, but I think that it'll be worth it to you to expand yourself within your relationship this way. All right? Now, this card here is talking about what you need to let go of with what you need to let go of. What do you need to release? What is no longer working for you? All right? 10 of Wands. You are in a situation where a lot of your ideas are piled up, and maybe taking on more responsibility or taking on more burden is something you need to let go of. You need to stop taking on more burden because you're really getting busy, okay? And it's okay for you to go through a few months of being super busy and not as available for the family, because it won't last forever. It'll be something that runs its course, and then presto changeo, you're going to be great, okay? Very, very cool. So yeah, the devil is here, showing that indeed, this is in travel and movement. Oh yeah, all this work is going to maybe get in the way of you going on a trip. So you'll have to maybe reprogram or reschedule what you've been planning. You've got this 3 weeks of planning you've been doing, and now it's a sabotage for you. It's like, oh man, I really hope you didn't pay for anything, didn't put any major deposits down. We're having this conversation even before the month begins, so this is super cool. You can prepare yourself for this and negate it, all right? So don't pay for anything in advance and then figure out ways to push it off till later, because you're not going to have any time for this. You will sabotage yourself if you go on an adventure. This is much too good. You're getting momentum. I love it. Momentum towards your dreams and goals. And that is something you can't forget about, okay? We don't want you to do that. Now, ambition. Oh my Lord. This is a great week for you, Sagittarius. My goodness. Your ambitions are what you get up in the morning for, what drives you to get up out of the bed. The Empress. You are manifesting easily whatever it is you need. You just tell the universe what you want. Oh, I want this many clients a day, da-da-da-da-da-da, and that many clients will come to you, all right? This is super cool. So very good. Love this for you. Nice. You just wish for it and it will come, all right? This is exactly what we're looking for, and it really helps every other area that has everything to do. Yeah, of course. Everything here is perfect. All right. Let us speak now about your friends. All right. So when you're with your friends, there is something else going on where there might be some new love going on in the friends department. So this could just be a platonic love that's like, oh my God, I love you. So good. You're so great. Thanks for being here and being a part of my life, da 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 da. Or it could be you learning about a new relationship amongst your friends, like, oh, they've coupled up. That's new and interesting. I didn't know that. And now you're getting new information about that. So whatever this is, it's good news. It's not bad news. Hey, one of your friends might also be having a baby. So that's fun and exciting. Enjoy that little benefit of joy coming your way from the friends department. That's nice. It won't get in the way. You can just celebrate it in your head or out loud, or send the flowers, and you're good. Okay? Now then, this card here is talking about the unknown department. 8 of Pentacles. This week is all about work and making money. All right. So we've got that clear. I've got that very clear. Everything is coming into fruition to say work is the priority this particular week. There is nothing else on your mind. You are handling your business, and your business is on mind on your money and money on your mind. This is great. I love this. And when you're doing it, it's going to be great for you, okay? Everything is changing in such an interesting way. All right. So this is the 20th through the 26th. We're going to move right along to the 27th through November 2nd. All right. These cards here are going to be from MJ Cullinane. All right. And this is the Guardian of the Night Tarot. All right. It's a really great deck. It has really nice cards. Lots of things are happening. And it is very, very cool. So, lots of animals, which is, you know how much I love the animal decks. So, this just feeds that little issue for me while maintaining a tarot vibe. Well, it's a tarot deck, so that's it. All right. So, let's go ahead and look at what's happening. All right. So, for this week for you, Sagittarius, we have the Hermit. Who you are, what's going on with you, with everything that happened last week. Oh yeah, you need a timeout. You're taking a timeout. You were just like, nope, I can't worry about everybody else right now. I got to take care of me. I'm in this to win it. I'm going to stay focused. I'm staying on point. It means I cannot focus on anybody else or anything else right now. I'm right here. Okay? Good for you. I like that you're taking care of you right now, not letting a lot of outside influence get in your head. All right, now, the Five of Wands. Haha, you are rallying the troops. You're going to get people together for you and your money. Yes, you're going to need help taking care of what's going on. So this is good. You're going to get a little help. Love that. Nice. In the communication department, we have the Knight of Pentacles, fighting for your worth. So in some cases, you may need to get people on board with the new payment system and or explain to them the worth and the value of what you're bringing to the table. So you're really going to have to push a little bit on a few people to get them on board. If they decide they don't want to go this route, that's perfectly fine. But you are going to have to do your best to sell yourself. I know that's never fun, but I know that it's what's going on. Okay? So let's look at the family department, the Hierophant. Yes. It's time for you to have a little faith that your family will, number one, survive the fact that you're working a lot, and number two, that they will survive the fact that you've made a little boundary, and it's okay. So hold your ground, but at the same time, stand in faith with whatever you need to. You can bring a little physical manifestation of faith with you. This could be a little pebble you stick in your pocket that says, me and the big guy are connected, and I know when I have that thing in my pocket that my family loves me even though I made a boundary. All right? So that's good. You're allowed to make boundaries, and sometimes it's important for you to be on point about what you're doing. When you're building a new business or you're building up something, you have to stay on point. You can't just wander off sometimes to do family stuff. All right. They love you anyway. All right. Now we're moving on to the Ten of Cups, which is talking about the passion department. Ten of Cups, you are definitely having a lot of good family vibes and family gathering with relation to your family. So you might be, even though you can't do the obligations within the family, you might be able to get together with them for, dinner. Let's all get together and have dinner. I can't do what I said I was going to do before for a while, just for a time, not forever. But now I can definitely come and have dinner and hang out for a minute, okay? Couple of hours after hours is good. And now we're talking about your work and what's going on there. New information about ways to be more empowered at work. So this is good. I like this. You're going to be more empowered. You're going to be more in charge of your situation. You're going to handle business. And you're going to figure out ways and means to make sure those payments are coming through just the way they're supposed to. And excellent. Good job. You're learning. I love it. So good for you, Sagittarius. This is going to be great. All right. Now then, when it comes to your health, you're definitely going to be getting new information that will be empowering about ways to keep the weight off, keep yourself active, and other ways, right? So new information is coming. Listen up. It will help you stay active. Whether it turns out that you're going to have a treadmill desk or something else, it could be very helpful to you. But if you don't think you can do that two things at once project, I wouldn't sign up for it myself. I'm not that good. All right. Now then, reading cards and walking at the same time would just be nuts. All right. I'd be out of breath all day long. Ace of Cups is showing me that within your marriage and your relationships, there's the gift of love. People are loving upon you no matter what's going on in your life schedule. There's some love. You're getting it, and it's all coming towards you. So very nice. It's free love. And in some case, for some of you, this could be news that you're going to have a baby. And for others of you, this is news that other people might be having babies. Or it could even be just people gaining new pets. It's joyful information also. So I love that within your relationship, that there's some joyful information. Oh, my partner just got a raise. Yay, joyful information. But this is about love, so it might be so-and-so is going to get married, and that's so great. Perfect. Lovely. Let's talk now about what you're releasing and moving forward in. Okay, so the Four of Cups, the foundation of your heart. Interesting. You are going to be releasing something about the foundation of your heart. Maybe it's a preconceived notion of what the base of your love should look like. Maybe you're releasing what your relationship should look like and adopting something new. There's nothing wrong with that. You do you, as long as the other people are involved and are excited about it, you can do whatever you want to do, all right? So let's talk now about your travel department, right? We saw that things had to get changed around a bit, and you might have sabotaged your potential for an adventure. But we had the Eight of Pentacles showing that you're going to work your butt off and make it work. Or you're going to work your butt off and make it further down the road, so that there's definitely, the trip will happen. It's just at a different date. You're going to do the work, though, to change it all up and get it working, okay? So, nice. I like to see you making your money do its job and handling your business, okay? Now then, we're talking about your ambition department, which is all about what gets you up in the morning, all right? We have the Knight of Swords. This is about you fighting for your heart's, fighting for your power. Fighting for your power, fighting for control in a situation at work, all right? Interesting, we had the Page of Swords with new information about power over here in the work department, and this is you fighting for your power over here. So maybe it's got something to do with sharing space or something like that, and you're like, no, my people need more space to spread out and do their thing, or whatever. You're going to have to work it out, all right? Now then, this is the Friends department, which is the new information about ways to make more money coming from your friends. Interesting. So they might have some ideas that will help you expand your business, new versions of advertising, new ideas. Remain open, remain interested, and accept that information. You don't have to work on it right away. You just need to hear it, all right? Take notes. Let it be something for another day, if you can't do it now. Now then, in the unknown department, we're talking about things that, a card that usually comes up that talks about many parts of this. We have the Moon showing us that your dreams and goals are at issue. We're definitely working on the work. The work is happening. All of these areas are coming into fruition, and definitely your dreams and goals are, or your passions are, where your dreams and goals are being expressed in your passions department with that Ten of Cups. Super cool. So yeah, we are definitely working on our dreams and goals. Loving this. This is great. And working for it. I love it. Working for that stuff. Okay, so this is super cool. And now I'm going to do a fun little thing. Watch. Ta-da! See? Got it all cleaned up. And now we're going to go in depth on this first week of October, which is September 29th through October 5th. I'm going to go ahead and pick up that first deck again, and we'll go ahead and lay these cards out. It's almost like you want to take notes on the overview just to have an idea what's coming. It's a lot, I'm not going to lie. So do leave me comments and let me know how you're receiving this, if this is way more than you were expecting, as you wish. New information for me will help me make better decisions about what I do next. And if you're into it, great. If you're not, totally get it. Okay? So let us go ahead and whoops, we got one more row. Dun, dun, dun. That second row there is all what's blocking you. And now we're doing the third, which is going to be, oh, look, we have all three. All right, different areas. Let's see how they play. You have the past, present, and the future, right? Very exciting to see how that works. An added element of time, right? So let's look now in depth at who we are, what you bring, what's going on with you personally. We talked about you stepping into your power and feeling very strong about who you are, where you're going, and what you're doing. You are feeling confident, and I love the confidence. This is great news for you, Sagittarius. It will help you take care of business, right? We have the Queen of Pentacles, showing that there's definitely, if you really work harder at getting a bargain, it could block you in moving forward. So there may be things that you need to just pay full price for, you know? You could be holding yourself back, worrying too much about the money, all right? Because you will have enough money to take care of everything you need to take care of. This could be family money, this could be other money, but you're definitely going to have the assistance you need, all right? So that's very cool. I appreciate that very much. That's going to be really, really good, okay? Now then, let's talk about what's going on here in the money department, all right? We were talking about remembering lessons from the past and knowing that, okay, I've done things with money before and how I handled it and da-da-da-da, but we're remembering lessons from the past. So it doesn't have, well, it is in the money department, why we're talking about money, all right? Be careful how you handle the money, all right? Excellent. The Magician is in your blocking department, showing that you may not have the tools you need after all to get you where you want to go. So you may have to do some looking around to figure out what you're going to do instead of what you've been doing. And that's kind of cool. We've been talking about that in the future cast, right? In the other weeks, we were talking about new things happening. So you're doing the right thing by looking at new tools, because the tools you got aren't working anymore, okay? Remembering the lessons. Tools are broken. Sorry. But use your better judgment on which way you go. You may not need the tippy top of the line version of something. You might be able to get by with just a basic version, you know, just something basic. And then you can work it out. And if you want to get more stuff later, you can do that later. Like if you're working on, I'm just going to go with it, but this, if you're taking on payment methods, you, instead of buying all the gear that goes with it, you might find that your phone can receive credit cards instead of having to buy the gear. And then later on you buy the gear with the whole big tablet, the signy thing and all that stuff. So just keep that in mind. Right now you might be able to just let your phone do the work. All right? So now we're going to talk about the communication department, right? We were talking about somebody wanted to either, this could be you borrowing money, or you could be the one who's being asked to borrow money, okay? So keep that in mind, how that works for you. You're getting new information about the finances, though. And we have the Three of Swords, showing me that information that's empowering could also end up being sort of a block for you, okay? So whatever this information is could stop you from wanting to borrow the money or loan the money, because either you find out that person never ever paid their money back ever, so you don't want to loan money out to that person, or vice versa, you find out that those people are flat broke, and so maybe you don't want to borrow from them after all because they really can't afford it and they're stretched thin themselves. So whatever it is, it's empowering and blocking you from doing what you wanted to do. Yes. And the solution is remembering the past, okay? We've been talking at length about the past, right? remembering the past, here it is. The past is your solution. Where did you go in the past for this situation? Maybe you should go and talk to somebody else from the past about this issue before you get yourself into a pickle. All right? Cool. Now then, let's talk about the family. All right, so we have a karmic lesson going on with the family. It has to do with you doing good stuff and creating good karma or not so good karma with your family, and how well we want to work through the karma to get to the other side, right? So that's cool. Using your better judgment is going to be difficult. This is your intuition is going to be off. So don't trust your intuition to help you figure out how to handle your family right now, okay? Your gut is going to be lying to you about all kinds of things, which is never fun. We don't like that. But it is what happens. Interestingly enough, there will be new information about ways to make more money coming from this situation. So your family will be offering you opportunities or insights on how to make more money based on what you've been sharing with them. So just kind of listen up and see what comes, right? You want to make sure you're getting all the information. Now then, we're going to talk about your passion department, the thing that makes you feel happy to be alive. We are talking about the Five of Swords. You're feeling like you're getting new information that you're going to empower yourself. You're going to take your power back in a situation that is, you're going to be telling somebody, hey, I appreciate your help with this, but I need you to go help Bob. You've been delegating some part of your personal passion project, and it's not going well anymore, and you need to really take care of that, okay? That will help, all right? The Eight of Swords says don't get stuck. Don't get stuck in how you handle this power, okay? Certainly take it back and then appreciate what it is and how you want to do it, but don't stop yourself from moving forward, okay? Because, yeah, this is you not wanting to look at it from a new angle and not wanting, you're just looking at it going, okay, well, I took it back, now what? I had my friend taking care of my boat, and now I had to take the boat back because I was getting charged late storage fees and all kinds of silly stuff that I didn't want to pay anymore. So I took the boat back, and now I got to figure out what to do with it. Now what? What do I do? Okay, well, put it in the driveway, and what now? You're like, why did I bring a boat home? All right. Well, the good news is your partner in crime, your life partner, your partner in crime, somebody you like to go boating with, is going to be like, hey, wait, maybe we should put it over here in this driveway or right over here next to the garage. It doesn't have to be right in the driveway or whatever. They're going to come up with a good solution, and that's good. I mean, it's a minor situation, but we're talking about your passions here, right? And we want to keep doing your passions, but we want to make sure that we're not getting screwed on storage, right? So you'll figure it out. You're going to create some storage, and it'll be awesome. Okay. Now then, let's talk about the work health department, right? We have Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is showing that all your wishes are being fulfilled in this department. You're getting all the new clients you were looking for. Things are going really well at work. I mean, everything is coming together. Very nice. Good job. And we'll talk about your health next. But yeah, things are falling together. Absolutely perfect. Your wishes are being fulfilled. Things are falling together. It's in the block department, isn't it? Whoops. So maybe things are falling apart a little bit, but maybe they're supposed to fall apart. But the Nine of Cups just really is like, no, things are going well. So things are going well. Perfect. Sometimes they don't work in the negative because they can't. And when something is too positive, like the Nine of Cups, the Tower can't be a negative. It turns itself into a positive, and things are falling together for you right now. Very nice. And you're fighting for your power in a situation, and that's going to work out just the way you wanted it to. So that's good news. I know that you fought for you taking your power back over here, so that's good. Nice. I like to see how this is working. And yes, it's going to help your money. All good. Well done. Good job. Let's now talk about what's going on with relationships and your marriage, all right? So we were talking about having a really strong foundation. This is the Emperor, feeling very cleared away and understanding what's really going on. Enjoying that base, there's security in having a solid base of a relationship. So you're enjoying that feeling. That's nice. Two of Wands is showing what's blocking you. Yeah, if you're thinking about the doorway at all while you're having this nice base, you're definitely thinking about leaving, which is odd. Okay, so if you're having a weird flirtation somewhere, let's stop that, okay? It will block the foundation of a relationship if you keep looking out the door, all right? Don't compare your person to another person. Compare yourself to who you were in past relationships and figure out how you screwed them up and if you're doing it again, all right? This feels like something you're doing to self-sabotage yourself. Knock it off, all right, Sagittarius? All right, the Seven of Wands shows your solution is to stand up for your ideas, have a convincing argument. So, I mean, if you are, okay, so maybe you're feeling secure enough in your relationship that maybe you want to change the dynamic of the relationship completely. Which could be, you know, I mean, if you're in a nice, stable, regular relationship where it's one-on-one and you decide, what if we try out some poly or some swinging or some other way of being in a relationship? There's thousands of them, and I have no opinion on any of them. They're all interesting, and as long as everybody's on board and everybody's into it, who cares? The fact is, I feel like there's part of you that wants to consider the possibilities of something else, and you're going to have a convincing argument, okay? But even having the conversation could do some damage. So I'm just going to say, be careful with how secure you feel within this relationship, okay? Before you start trying to fight to open the door or change the door so that, and of course remember that the other person gets to open that door too, and then it's a lot of different things happen. So research before you do any of this communicating, okay? Now then, fighting for your ideas, letting go of fighting for your ideas. You may want to let go of this whole thing. You may want to let that go and go, well, never mind. I can make this work. Or you may change it into something else so that it becomes more interesting in a different way. So you can add spice to your relationship in a different way than adding extra partners or whatever like that. You know what I mean. I know life is weird. So here we go. The area where you're blocked in this situation is just being on your own, okay? So fighting for your ideas about what you want to let go of, all right, is going to be what you're into, but doing it on your own and making decisions on your own is going to be a block. So don't do that. And then trust that your dreams and goals are coming into vision, all right? And you know, you're going to work it out. You may adjust your dreams and goals, but you're going to get towards them, okay? So that's good. Whatever happens, you'll be moving towards your dreams and goals, all right? So let's talk about the travel and movement, right? We were talking about something that was going on in the future. Plan for the future. Remember, we're thinking that you might need to plan further down the line after we saw what was happening around, I believe it was the 20th to 26th. So think further down the line, okay? So planning for the future, for a move of your business, your house, it could be just a trip you're planning. We were thinking it was just a trip. Very cool, Sagittarius, very nice. Seven of Cups. So many options, so little time. You're so confused by all the possibilities that it's hard for you to make a decision right away. But you're working on it, and of course, you're going to be able to have things fall right into place. Whatever you wish for is going to come to you. This is the Empress. You're definitely in a position to bring things forward, whatever you want. It's going to be so good. You like it very much. All right? Cool. Things are happening easy peasy, even though you have so many options, all right? So, ambition. What's getting you up in the morning? Let's go deeper on this. We have the keeping your finances balanced. Keeps you up in the morning. Or gets you up in the morning. Nice. I like that very much. Because you're working at it. You're getting things done. Things are happening. We have the King of Cups. An emotionally based male energy person might be getting in the way of you getting your finances balanced. So pay attention to who he is and what he's bringing to the table. Is he just worrying about things? Or is he going to facilitate the work? What's he doing? And if you can put him on the back burner or send him off while you do your thing, because you're actually in progress and in process, you don't need his help. I mean, if you do need his help, you'll need to work through whatever his blockages are. You know, what are his concerns about investing, right? Now, the Seven of Pentacles is here, showing that, yeah, there's going to be, you'll have enough money. Don't worry about it, okay? Your solution is you will have enough money. Whatever this is, you do put his fears to rest, and everything gets better, all right? Cool. Now then, let's talk about what's going on with your friends, all right? We have the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is here showing me that, yeah, there's an opportunity coming up with your friends, and you're going to want to fight for it. Fight for your heart's desire. There's a backpack, which is super fun. I really like that. It's a vessel. And it speaks very much to me about how I think you want to bring your friends with you on the trip, you know. There's something about this isn't a lone adventure you're working out. It's something you're working on for your friends. So fighting for your ideas, fighting for your heart's desire with your friends makes sense to me. And I love it. You're like, let's all do this. Okay, cool, cool, cool. But make sure you put it off till later. All right. What's blocking you is what's going on right now. Everything that's going on right now is stopping you from wanting to do that. Maybe you want to take a European trip and things over there are a little feisty and you're not feeling safe to do that trip. So you're like, well, let's just put that on the back burner. Okay? And that's, your friends are all saying they don't want to do it because of what's going on right now. And that's cool. You're going to have to just sort of work it out and, like I said, postpone it till later. Right? So now the Four of Swords shows you are going to have the foundation and power in the process with your friends. They're definitely going to put you in charge of the situation. So you will continue to work on this project over here for all of them. And they will be interested in joining you once you've got all the wrinkles ironed out. All right? So let us look now at the unknown, right? This is the unknown department. We're talking about things that are going on in more than one area that we couldn't fit with just one card. So here we have Temperance. Temperance is about getting in and going with the flow a little bit. You know, remember, release so you can get into it. We want you to maybe go with the flow in the relationship department and in the release department, right? Doing a little going with the flow maybe over here in the work department and health department. Yes, and definitely want to do a little going with the flow when we're talking about the love and passion department, right? The things you're passionate about. Family, definitely go with the flow of the family, right? So yeah, obviously this thing plays in many areas, okay? Six of Swords. Use your power to help other people, all right? When you can, use your power to help other people, whether it's helping out here or here or here or here and here. You're definitely going to try and help other people, okay? And other people are going to try and help you. So be open to it. Be open to letting people help you, okay? And finally, the Four of Wands. There will be a marriage of ideas in many areas for you. This is good. You're going to have over here in the ambition department. You're going to have over here in the travel department. I feel like your dreams are being fulfilled over here and here. You are definitely having some good results using fairness and help here. This is good. I really like this. Very good stuff is happening. Congratulations. this is a great week for you. And this is indeed, Sagittarius, exactly what an overview slash the first week looks like. I do hope that you found it informative and helpful. Do leave me comments and let me know how it worked for you. I appreciate you all so much. I cannot wait to talk to you next week about the 6th through the 12th. If you haven't liked and subscribed, please do so now. I appreciate it. It's totally free, and it helps my tiny little baby channel get a little bigger, and that helps me, and I really appreciate it so much. Once again, I will talk to you next week. Thank you.